What's going down, people? How you doing? TK coming at you. Today I just want to talk to you about blockchain versus SQL database. So the biggest advantage and what turns out to be a major proponent or a major component in why a lot of people don't like blockchain is because of honesty, because of flat out no incentive to steal. In SQL database, you have a ledger that's private, and the incentive to steal is the congregation of a lot of money in one place. You give a Bernie Madoff the opportunity to see one account with $100 million in it, and the incentive to steal is the fact that there's a large amount of money in one place, and the hope is I can get away with it. So in blockchain, the ledger is open and transparent and very public. So it's obvious that that $100 million was transferred to a different account. And once the money moves, somebody has some explaining to do. So there's a difference between public blockchain and SQL database private ledger recording. The problem is that people don't want to make that explanation. When I see the money move in blockchain, I have to explain where the $100 million went. When I move the money in an SQL database, nobody will notice that I stole the money, and hopefully I get away with it. And then I can justify it with excuses and lies. Oh, it's in the mail, whatever allows me to keep the money to myself. So there's no incentive in blockchain to reward you for stealing. Blockchain is a different technology that's based on public transparency that allows every dollar to be accounted for. From the first cent that's spent until the last cent that's spent, it's all recorded on a ledger and can be tracked. So of course, proponents of self are not gonna like that. They're not gonna like the fact that there's open transparency, there's a public ledger, there's explanations that has to happen, there's real accounting that takes place. They're not gonna like that. And they're not gonna be an advocate for cryptocurrency when those are inherent traits that can't be circumvented. So, of course, you're gonna have traditionalists that will say it's evil, it's drug outfitting, it's counterfeiting, it's for bad people. When the person screaming the loudest usually is the one that has the most to hide, all they're doing is deflecting and trying to hide the fact that that's what they do and they don't want to get caught doing. So it's the selfishness, it's greed, and it's all to do with protecting. So you're gonna keep seeing people talk shit about blockchain. You're gonna keep people saying different things that call it negative because they don't want their darkness to come to the light. The entire fractional reserve system is a Ponzi scheme that steals from everybody else. So they don't want public blockchain that records everything in an open, transparent, public manner.